Hey everybody, my name is Winifred. I'm a guest star on my daughter's channel today. Um, the reason for this video is we are just showing you how you can turn vinyl dolls into cloth body. Cause the vinyl right now is she kind of stiff. She don't really move. I like my dolls to be soft and cushiony. So, but since I can't change the whole body of the vinyl out because of the way they made the neck part, and so I came up with a way you could just cover it up. So, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put this over the doll's body, over the torso part. So, but what we have to do is we're gonna have to, in order to get this here on this little baby right here, we're gonna have to just cut the back a little bit. That's why I got my X-Acto knife. So I'm just gonna cut some of the strings out, so I can get the baby in this. It's gonna be like a bodysuit, but the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna tuck it. It's gonna look like it's her new body, and we're gonna stuff it a little bit to give her a little bit more cushion, because her stomach area right here is a little flat. I just want her to have a little bit more cushion on the stomach, and her booty kind of flat right now. So this is gonna fill it out. When you put it on her, we're gonna stuff it. So I'm just taking some of the strings out. Alright, so now what I'm doing is I got a stocking in this cup. This is to hold the stocking. The cup is to hold the stocking because I need it to put the beads in. You can put how much beads that you want. And I don't have a measuring cup, so this is ice cream scoop. So I'm going to put 4 or 5 scoops in this stocking. Okay, so now what you do is take this. I think that's a pretty good weight, and you just tie it. You don't need not all the way to the base. You want to give it room so it can have some movement in the stocking. So when you just put it in there. So, alright, so now what you gotta do is, okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this stocking inside this baby. What I should have did, but it's soft, just take your time and stuff it in here. Because we don't want to tear the stocking, so we're gonna push it in there one little bit at a time. Shake it a little bit to make sure it's going down. Because right now it don't seem like it's going down too much, but it is. That's why you shake it until it all goes in here. Just a little bit more. Until we get it all in here. This is just to give a little bit more weight to the baby, so she won't feel so hollow. And we try not to rip the stocking because we want the beads to stay in there. Alright. So now, see, it's in here. I can get it to go down a little bit more. Just alright. As far as it's gonna go, so if you got more weight, it's gonna be toward the top instead of the bottom because all the cotton's in here. Well, now we can just put a little more cotton at the top just to push this down a little bit more. It's not gonna come out. It's in there pretty good. You put as much or as little as you want. We're not gonna put too much because as we put the suit on, we're gonna put more cotton. So we don't want to fill it too full at the top because we also, well, it shouldn't be a problem. Got to put the head back on too. All right. So now, next step is, so we already tore the suit up. That's the only way we're gonna get the baby in here. So now, the next step is we straighten her legs out. By her being vinyl, we can kind of squish them together like that. So, see, putting it on just like we're putting on a onesie. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, I just realized something I should have did first. Let's take this back off. Okay, now we gotta put the strings in. First. Let's see. This is yarn thread. I need a safety pin. You got a safety pin? Alright, so I'm just cutting my strings. It don't have to be even. This is just something I do. So now we got all the strings. We're going to sit here and we're going to string this through here. Because we need this. We're not going to use the zip ties. Zip ties that come with the suit, with the body, is too thick for what we're going to do. Because the object of it is, we're gonna, these end parts is gonna fit in the grooves of this baby arm to cover it up. Okay. Good. Now we're gonna be doing this to, you know, all the way around the neck, the arms, and the legs. Once I do it, you ain't gonna see it. Because I'm a tuck. Use the tuck method, and you're gonna pull the string until it gathers up. Then we're gonna tuck it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I lost my string. So, just because it makes your baby look better, you know, put a little meat on her so she can look better in her clothes. So, all right, almost done. It's best to do this before you put the baby in the new body, because it's gonna be kind of difficult if you do it. Put the strings in after you put her in it. So we want to make it easy on ourselves, and we're gonna put the strings in beforehand. There we go. All right. Now, because some new bodies you buy already come with strings, but keep those zip ties. Don't get rid of them. done. Darn it. Maybe I should have tagged on the pin. There we go. Now, one more. Go. All right, now strings are in. So now we're gonna go back to putting the baby in her new body. Up. Okay. I'm going to pull the strings out to make sure they don't come out. So now we got her halfway in the body, so you can see how much room she got in the back end part. This is the part we're going to start stuffing. So what we want to do is we're going to start putting some stuffing in the cheeks. Then you got to take it and move it around a little bit. So I want it to look natural. You don't want it to look like she got rocks in her butt. See, as you put it in there, you gotta flatten it out a little bit. So if that's not enough, we keep putting it in there until it looks the way we want. Add a little bit at a time. If it's too walled up already, the cotton, just pull it apart like this to make it, to fluff it out a little bit more, so she can be soft and squishy. So that's all you do. That's all we doing, just pulling the cotton apart to make it soft, and then we take it and we stick it in the area where we want. Make sure you stick it all the way in. We don't want nothing sticking out. So we need a little bit more. Right here. Okay, we need a little bit more in this hip area. feel it. And that's how you can gauge where some of the cotton need to go. If it's there, some hollow ends, like right here by the hip area, we need to. All right, I'm still stuffing, and you stuff and feel. See, it's starting to fill out. So then we can stuff on this end too. We don't want the baby backside too big, but we also want to make it look proportionate. Because when we start tucking and gathering, this all is gonna flatten out anyway. So that's why we don't want it too stuffed too much, because we have to pull it up over the arms if we want them, because we're taking up space as we put the cotton in. So that's why I put a little bit at a time. I'm still working on the back part. So you could just stuff it and try to move it around a little bit if you got too much in certain areas, because it's all gonna get pulled up. All this is gonna get pulled up. So now we're gonna try to start putting some on the sides. Just stuff and moving around. We're trying to make sure we don't leave any spaces that has no cotton. Okay, now we're gonna put some in the front area. Okay. All right. A little bit more. Too fat, so she's starting to fill out like she gained a little weight. So now, let's see, let's make sure our strings don't get pulled out. Let's make sure that is so. Now put a little bit more right here. See if we can feel kind of hollow right there. So now, put the arms in one at a time. Put the arms down and gradually pull up on each side. It goes in pretty easy. It's not hard. Just look like it. anything sticking out, just push it back in there. Oh. Alright. So now we just put that back in there. Let's see, we need to so now what we're gonna do now is, I'm just feeling to see if I can add it just a little bit more. You don't want and then after we finish stuffing it, we're gonna tuck the ends up because that's what's gonna hold the cotton in. Here. I think that's pretty good. Let's look at the front. Seems like we could possibly get a little bit more in right here. So you just pull it down a little bit more so we can get the stuffing in just right here, filling in the little gaps, make it look like she can gain some weight. You can already see it. She can gain some weight. This baby. You ain't even gonna see it when you get through. When you put her clothes on, just make her fill her clothes out a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more. And then I'm done stuffing this one. Stuffing this baby. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna pull it up, see how it looks. You gotta. Alright. See? She looks like she gained some weight. Look at that. She feels soft. So now, what we do the next step is we're gonna pull it. See, what we do is now is we're gonna move some of the leg part. And that's why we just move it a little bit like that and tuck underneath. It's gonna look like she's supposed to be soft body when I get through. So you just tuck and pull a little bit. Tuck and pull. And this part right here, so stuff that in there. Remember, we don't want to tuck it too much on one side because we got the other side to tuck. Just pull it a little bit more. And I'll show you after I get through tucking all the ends what we're going to do with those strings. here. Okay. And it'll stay like this. It's not going to come loose unless you take it loose. We're going to bury these strings. We ain't going to see them. Not at all. Just give her a little bit more. See how that tucks under there nice? Already look like it's supposed to be like that. So we're going to let that stay like that. And so now, what we're going to do now is the arms. The same way we did the legs. So, I'm just trying to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing real good. Tight. It don't take long at all. Get it tight as you want. And we just open up this arm a little bit. And we start pulling and tucking. As you just do like that. Make sure the shoulder is in, so we're going to pull it. Gather it up a little bit more. And we just move the arm a little bit. Make sure that's under there. To hold that in there. Nice the way we want it. Like that. Okay. Take it and wrap it around the arm and make sure that the string is in the groove and tie it again. Tie it this way. Once you put her clothes on, you ain't even gonna see it. There we go. Now, see? Now you can just take the string, cut it close, because you wrap it around a couple times, tied, and then do a little bit of end sticking out. Just tuck that in there just like that. See? Look at that. We're going to do the other side same way. Put an arm up. And then the last part, we're going to do the neck. Not the last part, that's not last, but the last part is sewing it on her. Because since we cut it up the back, so now to get her in here, you gotta sew it back up. You can always take this off if you don't want it on here. Just find out where the ends of the strings is and cut and pull, and it'll come right off. And you just take the strings in the back after you sew it up with a pair of scissors and snip the strings, and it'll come right out. If you want her to go back to full vinyl. But I think she looks nice like this. Make her look like she cloth body. Put a little bit more fluff on her. Uh-oh, see, I broke my string, pulled too much. So now what we gotta do is find the ends of the string. Hopefully it hasn't gone in there too much. Now I have to pull it all the way out and start all over. Put another piece of string in. Okay. Cause my string broke. So now, and pull this string out. Get another piece of string, make it longer this time so it won't break. Pin through. Sorry. Okay, now we got a new string in. And then we're gonna do the same thing we was doing the first time. Try to pull it, gather it as much as we can so it can fit in the grooves of the arm nicely the way we want it. So just pull it up, pull the arm over to expose, and pull again. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna tuck it, pull the string around this way, and you're gonna go in the groove of the arm and twist it, bring it back around, and then we can cut the string. And the arm is what's holding all this together. There we go. Tie it. Now we're going to cut the string. There we go. One more time. Okay, now we cut the string. Close. There we go. And she still has movement in her arm. See? See that? Now all we're going to do is now we're going to work on set her up, pull the gathers for the neck, see how that's gonna go all the way up like that. There we go, look at that. See, mine didn't go all the way up when I did mine. So, but I'm gonna wrap it around and tie. Then we put the head on. You're not gonna see it. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now, all we have to do now is sew her back in here. Sew the back up the way we cut it. Pull it and stitch it. Okay. So now we gotta cut the strings and the legs. We done with these strings and the legs. Cut the string off. Cut the string. There we go. So now move this one a little bit. There you go. See? All we have to do is sew it up the back. I'm going to show y'all how to do that.
Alright, just coming back showing you guys the finished product of my little twin. A little makeover that they did get today for my wonderful mother. She did change out their vinyl body to a new cloth body, so they're nice. They do feel nice and soft, so I appreciate her for that. Thanks again, Mom. Love you for that as well. She also did make their pacifier clips as well. She did crochet them, so thanks again, Mom, for that. So again, I want to say thank you again for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and share our videos as well, because we are trying to grow our channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified the next time we post a video. And again, as always, thanks again for watching, and I pray that you guys have a wonderful, joyous, blessed day. And until next time, talk to you later.